Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Billy Go's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Go, and we got a message for you. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Welcome to your Capricorn and Chosen One channel. Okay, so let's get into these vibes. All right, now before we get into these timeless messages, my spiel, I command in God's name that all entities, parasites, and evil monitoring spirits that are clothing the club be blocked by it and death and return back to senders and replaced for good according to God, Yahweh, Yeshua the Christ will, unclothed, uncontaminated, uncompromised, and so it is, and thank you. All right, Holy Spirit, what do we need to hear, know, and see for these timeless messages for my Capricorns and chosen ones? We have extraordinary here in reverse. All right. Divine source. So make sure you guys are seeing yourself as like important. Okay, make sure you are seeing yourself as being like a gift. There is a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. Make sure you are valuing yourself, honey. What are you doing? You are an extension of God, and God is like, baby, you are divine. Okay, so are you guys around people that's not making you feel like you're good enough? It's kind of what it's like feeling like. We have energetic clearing in reverse. So some of you guys may need to like clear your energy. Boy. And let me tell you, because I've been doing clearance myself, galore. Okay, it's like, but I have to do clearance galore because they've been attacking galore. So I'm a part of the collective too, hence Capricorn chosen ones, right? Right. So, depending upon the type of attacks that you are dealing with and depending upon how often these attacks are coming, is going to depict upon the type of clearing you need, and is going to depict upon how often you need to clear. Kind of like when you go to the doctor or see any practitioner. We're going to go with the PCP because I think a lot of people know what that is already. And let's say they prescribe, you go, hey, this is going on. They check you out. They run some tests if they need to. And then they say, hey, okay, this is what we feel like is going on, or this is what is going on. And this is what we're going to prescribe for you. Okay. Right. Here, we need you to take this for 30 days. We need you to take this 3 times per day for 30 days. Right. You can pick this up. We're going to write this prescription. You can pick it up at your nearest Walgreens, CVS, whatever the case. Right. Well, the same difference is going to be when it comes to spiritually, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So if you are dealing with energies, whether they are in the physical realm and or behind the veil, right, with no incarnation at all, you have to pay attention. So be it that, okay, you need to take a herbal bath 3 times a day, paired with some Reiki 2 times a day, right? So instead of you popping a pill, because remember, energy is medicine too. And I work for divine headquarters, so God is my source, divine source, right? And so when you're getting energy from the Holy Spirit, that is divine. God is a healer. God is medicine, right? This is for entertainment purposes only. So if you know, you know. All right. So just like you would pop a pill and follow the directions on the bottle, right, of the pharmacy, it's the same thing that you would do when it comes to energy healing, right? So pay attention to that, guys, and pay attention. You guys may need a psychic surgery. You guys may need Reiki. You guys may need a herbal bath. You guys may need, smoke the sage, Palo Santos incense. You guys may need a combination, okay? So, and you guys may need to do this shit in layers. And don't forget, prayer is the ultimate medicine, which you want to be mindful of. You want use your prayers in different ways, right? Like water holds memory. You want to pray over your water before you get in the bathtub, right? Pray over your tea. If you're going to drink tea, herbal tea, speak intentions. Words hold power, right? There's life and death in the power of the tongue. So I hope that was some help for some of you guys. We have surrender here. We have surrender in reverse. So it's giving like there's energies that keep trying to target you and they don't want to surrender. Okay, or you don't want to surrender, whatever side of the story that you're on here. Okay, and because they have been targeting you, mistreating you, whoever this is for you, or whatever circumstances is for you, it's been making you feel like you're not enough. It's been making you feel like, well, maybe you're not on the right path, whatever the case may be. We have detachment in reverse. Yeah, this energy doesn't want to let go. These energies don't want to let go. Okay. They don't want to come into acceptance here, but that's exactly what's needed, right? Acceptance and strength here. You've been having to push through here. And injustice will be served here. You just have to remember your worth and not settle for less here amongst these people who wouldn't know what unconditional love is if it was right in their face, in which it looks like they didn't hear. And this could have played a number on your trust, on your ability to be able to trust people here. Gosh, guys. My gosh. Okay. So now let's just get a little. Yeah, let's use this. Let's use this. All right, Holy Spirit. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is about your worth. You have been worthy to belong, to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. So, you've been dealing with people and beings and energies that's been making you feel less than, making you feel like, you don't deserve to have it all is given. You don't deserve to have what you have. You don't deserve nice things or some shit, or you don't deserve to have whatever abundance that God has given you or is giving you or will give you. And God is saying, no, you definitely deserve it. And so is somebody trying to hold you back from receiving what you deserve, whether you are aware of this or not. Okay, that's why we do these readings. What is this? King of Cups here. Okay, yeah, you a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, regardless of gender, okay? Energy is fluid. You're a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, look at that. 5 of Cups. And you've been, it's like this sweetheart energy has just been like oppressed. Okay, so it's like they're trying to oppress. You've been feeling oppressed and suppressed. Okay, you just want some positive movement forward here. Yeah. But for some of you guys, you may not be able to see the way out or see what's really going on here. It looks like, there's been energy that's been trying to like blindfold you as to the abuse that they have been doing here. It looks like there's been energies that's been trying to trip you up. Okay, these are wolves in sheep's clothing here with the higher orphan. This could be a bad contract that you're in, whether that's on a soul level or in the physical. Okay. Yeah, these are just bad energies all around. These are fake energies. These are energies that pretend that they are about God and for God in some cases, but they're not. Okay, these are energies that wanted to make life hard for you. Yeah, trying to oppress you. Okay, try to make you not be able to be in your purpose or want to be in your purpose or feel like you deserve to be in this position, whatever this is here. Okay, or make you feel like you don't deserve love. What is this? Make you feel like you don't deserve gifts? What is this? Yeah, these were energies that was trying to stop your positive movement forward here. Page of Wands in reverse. Not so that trying to stop your new beginning here. Or this was you trying to stop somebody else's, okay? Judgment in reverse. These are energies that, they didn't think that they were going to get in trouble for this, okay? Yeah, it's like they tried to put a halt to any and everything that you were doing. Ace of Wands in reverse. Dag. It's like, you know what's popping in my head? SpongeBob. You know how SpongeBob has been out since what? I think 1999. It's 2026, okay? And Plankton is still trying to steal that Krabby Patty formula. You feel me? And there was this one episode where Plankton was trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula, and one of his ideas was to cloak his energy. He built this robot, right? And this robot was a feminine energy, was feminine, curly hair, didn't look like him at all, right? He was moving stick shifts and stuff like that to operate the robot. Well, in this robot, there was like this, he was operating a floral shop, because what he was doing was he was getting people to buy these flowers, with these flowers and these arrangements, these edible arrangements, and these flowers and bouquets. They had something to them. Now, this wasn't for everybody, but he set them up in the Krusty Krab for them to blow up. Now, mind you, in the midst of Plankton trying to steal the Krabby Patty formula in this manner, he actually found out that he liked putting together these flowers in a vase. Like he liked selling, like putting arrangements, decorating, putting things together, right? Like he was like, wow, I think I found my passion, you know? And so much so to the point where he went to the Krusty Krab and took down, not as himself, but as the energy that he was cloaked as, he took down all the arrangements that he put up, the floor arrangement he's put up, because they had bombs in them. He was trying to bomb the Krusty Krab so he could get the formula. So listen, be mindful of the plots of the enemy, okay? But guys, no, but also God says weapons will form that don't prosper, right? Well, it's the simple fact, who wants to go through the hassle? So the point is that had Plankton just focused on his own lane, and I say this all the time when I'm watching SpongeBob. I'm like, Plankton, out of all the food in the world, you're focused on this one formula on a fucking burger. Like, what about nachos? What about Alfredo? What about soul food? Like, what about Chinese food? Like, what about other stuff that you could, like, right? In fact, his passion wasn't even food at all. It was flowers. It was right. Like, and you busy looking at somebody else's lane where you could have been flourishing and taking off, making millions, billions, trillions in your passion. You wouldn't have to steal shit. So that's for somebody. For somebody, you in somebody's lane, trying to steal something of theirs, trying to cop something, trying to copy or whatever, when you could be doing so much better, engaging in a passion of yours that may have had nothing to do or something similar. Okay? For others of you, be mindful of somebody, whether this is past, present, or future information for you, trying to screw you over, because, well, in the SpongeBob sense, um, it's like Plankton always envied Mr. Krabs because he wanted his business to do just as well, if not better, than Mr. Krabs, right? And it's not, and what did this prove? What did that one episode prove? It proved that it wasn't that Plankton didn't have it in him to have a good business. It showed that he just needed to go in a different line of business. Selling chum is just not your shit. And stealing somebody else's shit is definitely not the way to do it either. Right? So, that's for somebody. That's for somebody. And for you guys, the reason why you was having you was and or are having such a difficulty, God is going to get you out of the situation if he hasn't already, right? Liberation, the scales will be balanced if they haven't already. It's because somebody kept sending so much negative energy after negative energy after negative energy. So it felt like you have to cleanse or clear so many times, or that's what you're having to do or needing to do in this case, because somebody just didn't want you to see, didn't want you to do better than them. They kept trying to oppress you. They kept took so much so to maybe you just said, fuck the passion, right? Well, I don't even feel like doing this no more, right? Ace of Wands in reverse. Yo, I don't feel like this is my passion anymore. I don't even feel like this is my shit no more. It's feeling more of a hassle than a hobby now, and the Holy Spirit is kind of just like, I understand. Also, this is what's been going on, right? Like, and to make you stop, to make you not want to do the shit, when really this is your shit, this is your jam, right? You know, trying to like, I'm hearing like oppress you so bad so you um would quit, or you know, you wouldn't be able to show up the way that you need to, you know, or you wouldn't look presentable, you know, or you know, people wouldn't want to come to you, or people wouldn't believe you, or people wouldn't want to love on you. Okay, so if this is love for you, and they're trying to make you look unattractive so that nobody would want to talk to you, you know, it's, yeah, trying to keep you stuck, still and stagnant in a fucked up situation here. Yeah, see, you was picking up on that. Look, and they trying to do this to a sweethearted energy, not a perfect energy. Nobody's perfect. People are flawed. A sweetheart energy, regardless of gender. We pronoun friendly over here, okay? If you don't like it, take your ass on somewhere. All right. So, like, that's terrible here. Let's get something. Let's get something with the outcome. What's the outcome here, Holy Spirit? I'm so sorry, guys. Before we get into this deck, though, if you guys would like to add a oracle deck to your collection, we have them on deck. Okay. This created by us, Downward Spiritual Guidance, okay? That's our other platform. If you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Downward Spiritual Guidance, that link is in the description box, as well as our other social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You can find that all in the description box, as well as our other oracle deck, okay? The links to these are in the description box for your ease. Okay. And if you guys are looking for, you know, something to write down, you know, your thoughts, your dreams, your downloads, and stuff like that, which you're going to need to cloak, by the way, because some energies on the dark side have been remote viewing, okay, so that they can see what you're writing down, what your secrets are, you know, what God is trying to tell and show you, you know. So just be mindful of that, okay? Because I want you guys to be able to heal, but I also want you guys to be able to be safe while doing that. All right? So these are on Amazon, and the links to these journals are in the description box for your ease, of course, okay, guys? So, all right, now let's finish off this reading, Holy Spirit. Final messages. We have doorway here. So a doorway is opening up. It's time to leave the past behind and move on. Release, rebirth, renew. Okay, so you guys, there's a door. Like, it's giving 11 energy here. We declare a double one. It's time to leave. So it's time to leave wherever you're at. It's time to leave. You know, if you've been staying with a friend, if you've been staying at your parents, if you've been staying, it's time to leave. It's time to go. If you've been staying, you know, if you've been living someplace in a certain area, even if you're by yourself, it's time to leave that area. It's time to go. Okay, it's time to move on. It's time to, you know, have a new beginning. Release. Okay, inner child, allow yourself to play, create, and have fun. Yeah, so it's time to, like, you know, it's like a time to have fun. You know, you guys have been in this sorrowful, agonizing, suffering energy for so long. It's kind of like you guys have forgot what peace and fun have felt like, right? You are protected. You are saved from harm, for better things coming, waiting, safe destiny. So this has to do with the destiny here, right? You know, these people trying to, like, oppress you from your destiny, keep you from your calling and shit like that. Like, do you not realize that you're, like, keeping you from your destiny is kind of like keeping God from speaking. Like, who are you to keep God from talking, right? Because then when God show up on your doorstep, then it's like, you seem to have a lot to say before. Why you stumbling and stuttering now? You know? I'm just saying. Direction, keep your eye on the target and be the arrow. Goal, plan, focus. So it's giving, like, please do not give up, okay? Like, God understands, like, it's been hell. It's been an understatement, right? You guys have been in a fucking valley, bro. The valley of the shadow of fucking death, honey. Okay? And in some cases, you guys have been navigating territories that not only not have your past selves navigated, but nobody has, right? Like, I remember I was giving myself a pep talk, like, girl, You have been navigating shit that nobody has in this physical realm navigated before, neither your past life self. So if you don't give yourself some grace, what the fuck are you gonna do? So guys, give yourself some fucking grace, bro. Okay? Listen. All right. And and I'm ranked up and I be over here look hollering, screaming, crying. Okay, because the shit be feeling so bad and horrible. But I'm not gonna like hide that from you guys. I'm gonna let you know because we ain't never got nowhere by being quiet in the sense of not, you know, speaking truth, right? So keep your eyes on the prize and this doorway is going to lead you down the right path here. Keep your eyes on the prize because they are trying to cause a lot of chaos and conflict and confusion around what you're supposed to do and oppression so that you won't want to do it, so that you'll say fuck it and give it up. So be mindful that these are the tactics of the enemy, and it's not because you're weak, it's because you're fucking strong, bro. You're a fucking threat to these demonic ass systems that's been ruling for too long in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. Okay, holy ground, exactly. A sacred journey will help you find answers, travel, search, inspire. So yeah, this is about your new path. Okay, this is about your new path. Okay, this doorway here. So it's like as you're having fun, you're gonna also be still taking care of business too. But it's like this time you're gonna be more supported. This time you're gonna have the actual resources you need. This time you're gonna actually have the support, right? This time it's like this time is gonna be different. Okay, and those that's trying to keep hanging on, those that keep trying to like stop and block you, they're gonna fall into their own trap here. It's what it's giving. Okay, so don't give up, guys. Keep hanging on. I know it's easier said than done. I know a lot of you guys are like pissed off at God. Like, what are you doing? I get pissed off with God too. That's my dad. That's my dad. I be telling myself, oh God, I'm mad at you. I love you. Okay. I have seen God do marvelous things. Okay. So as a tether or an anchor for you guys, just remember all the things that God has done. Okay. Because if God has done it for others, he will definitely do it for you. Okay. Easier said than done when you're in a waiting period of suffering. Well, that's what we have for you guys. Okay. Thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.